Hello everyone, I'm Rhonda Pearson and this is the Homepage Network. Today I'm excited to welcome Merlin Benner, owner of Remote Intelligence, and Phil Benner, president and owner of Remote Intelligence. Remote Intelligence provides advanced aerial and consulting services, from industrial mapping and ecosystem services to search and rescue to pipeline security. They even help us out from time to time with properties for Pin Oak Realty homepage. Merlin and Phil, thank you so much for coming on with us today.
Welcome. You're welcome. It's nice to be here.
So how did Remote Intelligence get started?
About 15 years ago, when I was working for the state and then started wildlife specialists, we saw the need for better imagery for our habitat mapping in the wildlife field. And we also started to see the use of drone technology basically with the Desert Storm war and some of the imagery that they were sending back. And we saw a big opportunity to get current imagery closer up, higher quality, and a lot more economically than ever had been available in the past. So I started what was called microflight at the time, about 13 years ago. And the technology was good, but it wasn't quite ready on a consumer grade. So after trying for 3 years to get people to build us systems, we finally scrapped it and waited. And then about 7 years ago, we opened Remote Intelligence, Phil and I and a couple other partners. And it's been a lot of development and rapid movement since then.
Well, Phil, what are some of the uses of the drones?
Yeah, drone technology is spread across literally every sector. So whether it's industrial mapping or emergency response, whether it's flying like we do for you guys and gathering aerial photos and video, there's all sorts of industry applications that you can use drone technology for. We use it with almost every sector you can imagine. In the wildlife sector, we do a lot of thermal surveys and counts. We do a lot of environmental studies using drones. Partnering with our other organization called Wildlife Specialists, we use it for a whole variety of wildlife applications in addition to more than just taking pretty pictures.
Well, the thermal imaging, I went to your website and that was really interesting. So what all is thermal imaging used for with the drones?
Wow. We use it for inspections of like houses or buildings to look for heat loss. That works really well. It basically you're seeing heat, so you can see the differences in temperature. It also works great in the wildlife field for doing surveys of larger animals like deer or elk, where you can pick out the animals and count them. And then we're starting to use it to find wetlands. We're using it for surveys to look for intruders or security threats. So there's a wide range of use for thermal imaging, but basically you have to think of seeing things in heat instead of color.
Right, right. Have your services ever been requested on a global scale?
Yeah, the main thing that we've been asked for because of one of our videos that's out on YouTube is water leak detection. And we've been asked for services not just in the United States, but especially in the Middle East and also in the arid part of Brazil. We've had inquiries where they're looking for our expertise to give them guidance or to actually provide services.
Wow. What are some memorable places or events you have covered with your drones?
You want to take that one?
Yeah, I can take that. Some of the most memorable are, of course, places I like to travel to. So I've been to the Galapagos and to Guatemala doing missions for Remote Intelligence, and also quite a bit in Alaska. But a lot of times also it's memorable just capturing some really stunning imagery, whether it's here in our backyard or around the United States in the various places we've worked. We enjoyed West Texas together and did a lot of flying down there. So a lot of neat places.
Got to make sure you mention NASA.
Oh my goodness, NASA even. That's amazing. Well, we're going to find out more about remote intelligence after the break. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Rachel Smith. Join me for It's a Wonderful Place on Homepage Extras. We'll talk to local families and find out why small town life in Tioga County is so great. Coming soon to the Homepage Network.
We don't just work for the community, we're part of the community.
Your community is our community. Ordinary people providing extraordinary service. Pen Oak Realty.
Welcome back, and thank you for supporting our Homepage family of advertisers. Merlin and Phil, today you can find a variety of drones online for kids to adults who just want to fly around the house. But having a business that uses drones on a daily basis is a big difference. What all goes into operating a business like remote intelligence?
Yeah, it's much more than just getting some technology and putting it in the air. There's insurances and professional liabilities. We carry a $10 million policy for flight insurance. Be sure that our customers are covered and safe. All of our pilots are FAA licensed pilots, so they've all been through training and testing to make sure that they're operating at the highest standards. We carry some special nighttime waivers for flying after daylight hours. And there's just a whole variety of technology pieces, software pieces that are all integrated to make a business that actually provides professional services to our clients.
Well, drones are playing more of a role in daily lives and businesses, like Amazon looking at using them for deliveries. What do you think the future is for drone intelligence?
We feel that this is just starting to explode. The regulations are now in place that make it legal to do a lot more with aerial drones, especially. The software is in place to analyze the data. There's websites that we can transfer the data a lot more easily to clients. And so it's going to start popping up different uses in a variety of sectors. The big one that we are getting involved with lately is a lot more monitoring of projects and sites that could be done either with aerial drones or underwater drones or robots that go along the ground, where they're streaming data live. It can be analyzed with artificial intelligence and the client can access it over the website. Then there's also a lot more use by realtors, by pretty much anyone who needs imagery from above. It's a great way to capture a different perspective on projects.
Phil, would you like to add something?
Yeah, I think in addition to the things that Merlin stated, the other biggest area we see it is the factor for first responders and people of that nature who we can help preserve human life by not putting them in danger, but instead sending in a piece of machinery to do the same job, or at least gather the information so they can go in wisely and more safely into the situation. So whether that's a wildfire or a home fire, a chemical spill, or even police responding to an emergency situation, having a drone available and as an option gives them a lot more reliable data before they ever set boots on the ground and potentially putting themselves in danger that doesn't need to be had.
Wow, I couldn't agree more. Merlin, did you want to add something?
Yeah, we've actually done a lot of testing with some research organizations as well to work on the protocols, the best procedures for first responders, for emergency responders to get in and either map out crash scenes or to look for hot spots on house fires, things like that. So we have been involved with a lot of projects to to set the standard basically for those services.
Well, that's amazing, everything that you're doing now. Oh, what if someone would like to know more about what you do or would like to use your services? How do they contact you?
The easiest way to contact us is through our website, www.remote-intelligence.com, or email at info@remote-intelligence.com.
Merlin and Phil, thank you so much for coming on today and sharing about remote intelligence. We at Homepage are always so impressed by what you can do with your drones and the beautiful images that they produce. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
And thank you for watching the Homepage Network.
Hi, this is Sean Suggs. Are you facing challenges in your life? Did you know that you can overcome challenges with the right attitude of heart? Join me for Overcoming on Homepage Extras. I want to introduce you to some of my special friends. They are overcoming every day. That's Overcoming with me, Sean Starks. Coming soon to the Homepage Network.